Hey everyone, my name is Michelle, and I am about 4 weeks into my wait to become a LuLaRoe consultant. I thought I would start making videos of my journey because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos of other ladies who were waiting to onboard, who are now successful consultants, and I thought it would be fun to kind of document my own journey and kind of as an experiment to see if anyone will even watch. So if you're watching, give me a thumbs up because I don't know if anyone's even going to watch these videos. I signed up on April 15th. I submitted my paperwork under my sponsor, Robin, and we are I'm just patiently waiting now. It's been a month, and I'm hoping it won't be more than another month. When I first signed up, I was told 12 weeks. So if I only have to wait 8 or 9 weeks, that would be incredible because that's another 3 weeks that I get to work my business that I couldn't before. So I am actually driving home from work right now, on my way to pick up my kids. I am a kindergarten teacher right now. I'm actually in a long-term subbing position where the teacher is out on maternity leave. And believe it or not, I waited 10 years to get this job. I graduated from college in 2006. I'm in upstate New York. There were no jobs. The teaching market was just really rough. So I substitute taught for a few years, had my daughter in 2008, and took a year off. I ended up working at a bank because it was just more convenient with daycare and everything to know when I was working so that I could have daycare lined up. Because with substitute teaching, you just never really know if you're going to be working every day or not. So I did that for a while. Went back to subbing for a couple years and actually got hired on as a reading tutor. But I was only working 3 hours a day. So it was good at the time. My daughter was in preschool. So I loved dropping her off at preschool, going to work, and then going and picking her up and having the rest of the afternoon together with her. So it was nice at that time in our lives. But it wasn't, my own classroom. It wasn't the dream job that I've been waiting for. So I actually ended up getting pregnant with my son, and he was born in 2013, and he was born in August. So the way that my job worked was, apparently, if you can't work from September to June, then you can't work at all. So I resigned because I wasn't going to have a baby in August, and he was actually born on August 19th, and then go back to school and start teaching 2 weeks later. There was no way I was sending him to daycare or leaving him with anybody that young. So I stayed home, and I was just a stay-at-home mom for a couple years, and it was great, and I loved it. My daughter had just started kindergarten when my son was born. So, and we were on half day, so she went to kindergarten in the morning, and I had some time alone with my son. We would go for walks, and then she would come home around 11:30, and it would be me and the kids until my husband got home from work. So that was great too, but we were on a really, really tight budget. I mean, we were negative every month, basically. We lived off of savings in addition to my husband's income, and we also ended up, using credit cards and other things. So we have a little bit of debt right now, and I'm hoping that LuLaRoe is going to help me start paying that off so that we can be eventually financially free. Because I don't want to live that way. I don't want to live on credit cards. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to have to worry about if we have enough money to meet our basic needs. And, and we haven't gone on a vacation ever. Not ever. So it would be nice to have some money to be able to do fun things with the kids and to make make those memories. You know, people talk about going to Disney every year or going here, going there. We just don't do any of that stuff because we can't afford it. So that's one of my big dreams with the LuLaRoe, is just to have that extra money and not to have to worry about it, not to have to you know, put it on a credit card and then try to pay it off for the next 5 years. So yeah. So anyway, so I was a stay-at-home mom for about 2.5 years with my son, and you know, it was probably the best thing that has ever happened to me, because my son was very needy. He cried all the time. I mean, all the time. It was, I mean, the first year of his life was a blur, because I didn't sleep. He didn't sleep. He was just not a happy camper. So I can't imagine leaving him at daycare or with somebody when he was just that needy and so clingy. So, and then out of the blue, in December of last year, 2015, I got a phone call to come in for an interview for a local school district that they were interviewing for this position for kindergarten for a long-term sub. And I mean, I hadn't had a teaching interview in 3 years. It was literally out of the blue. And so I went. You know, you can't say no when something comes along like that you've been waiting so long for. And I ended up getting the job starting on January 4th of this year, 2016. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I never thought I would teach kindergarten. I was teaching 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders reading previously. So going down to kindergarten was a big shock, but it was good. I mean, I love my kids. I love the class. I love teaching them. I love seeing their little faces light up when they figure something out, or, you know, singing a song with them, doing silly things. It's amazing. But at the same time, I also realized how much I miss being home, because we leave the house at 7 o'clock in the morning and don't get home until 5 o'clock at night. And then it's a mad rush for dinner, homework, you know, getting our stuff ready for the next day, showering, baths, and then we all go to bed exhausted. So I'm hoping that eventually LuLaRoe can, you know, maybe take over and I can possibly do it full time while my kids are little, so that I can be home for them and with them. So we'll see. I mean, there are a few teachers actually on my team who have already quit their jobs and they're doing LuLaRoe full time. So I know it's possible, and they haven't even been doing it that long. I mean, just a few months. So I can see that if you put the work into it, that it does work, and it will work for you. So I'm just going to talk for a minute or two about how I was introduced to LuLaRoe and why I made the decision to join, because it was a hard decision. It's a lot of money to put up front and to take that risk, to take the plunge and say, I'm going to do this. I was introduced to LuLaRoe last summer, I think in July or August. I was actually direct selling for another company, and I was at a vendor event representing that other company, and there was somebody there with LuLaRoe, and she had, you know, 3 or 4 racks of clothes, maybe more, maybe 4 or 5, a couple baskets of leggings, and I literally looked at the clothes and I thought, man, these are the ugliest clothes I have ever seen. Who would ever wear these ugly clothes? Leggings are out. Nobody wears leggings anymore. That's so 80s, 90s. No, these are hideous. Then the vendor event was slow. So I got up and I started going through her racks and looking to see what she had. And I came across the Amelia dresses. Okay? If you've ever had an Amelia dress, dress, you will know that they are amazing. They make you look amazing, they make you feel amazing, and they have pockets. So, sold. I found one in an amazing print. It was like a navy and gray chevron print, and it was just beautiful. And I never thought that it would even fit me. It wasn't even my size. So if you've ever, if you haven't tried LuLaRoe clothes, try on different sizes, because you might be an extra small in an Irma, and you might wear a small or a medium Amelia, you might wear a small Julia, you might wear an extra small Lola. I mean, you have to try everything on first and know what your sizes are. And then you can go crazy on Facebook and join 100 groups, which is what I did. But yeah, I didn't think it would fit me. It wasn't my size. I put it on. It fit perfect, and I bought it. And then I never really thought about it after that. I was like, oh, I found one dress. Out of all those clothes, I liked one thing. So I didn't really think about it after that. Then I was at another vendor event in December, and there was a different LuLaRoe consultant there, and she had 4 or 5 racks of clothes. And it's funny, the first time I never picked up the leggings, because I just brushed them off, that like they were, I would never wear them. But the second time I came across LuLaRoe, I picked up the kids' leggings because I thought my daughter might like them. And oh my God, they're the softest things I've ever touched in my entire life. They're like an angel's behind. And so I was like, wow. So this is why people call them butter leggings, because they are amazing. So I picked out a pair of leggings for my daughter, and then I went through, she had some of the girls' dresses, little girl dresses, they're called Dot Dot Smile Lucy dresses, and she had one with birds on it, and my daughter loves birds. So I texted her a picture of the dress, and she said yes. So I bought her the dress, the leggings, and then I came upon an Anna dress. And if you don't know what the Anna dress is, it is a short sleeve, just a regular collar, straight crew neck collar dress. It has a little bit of a gathered waist. It's stretchy, and it goes to the floor. So basically a short sleeve maxi dress. And the print on this dress was amazing. It's paisley, and it's gray and white and red, and a little bit of black. And it's just beautiful. I mean, every time I wear it, I wore it to work a couple weeks ago, and I'm not even kidding you. Every single person that I walked by said, I love your dress. I love your dress, all day long. Oh my God, I love your dress. And how good does that make you feel when everywhere you go, people tell you that you look great and they love your clothes? It made me feel really good. And I think that Anna dress was part of the reason why I wanted to sign up as a consultant, because if the clothes make me feel that good, I can help other people feel that good too, about themselves and about the clothes that they wear. Because when you put on an outfit that you love and you feel good, that feeling is amazing. I mean, that could brighten up your whole day. And I wanted to be a part of culture is, helping women feel beautiful, helping them feel good about themselves, helping them gain that confidence that they lost a long time ago. Whether it was, after having kids, living in sweatpants for a couple years, which is, what I did as a stay-at-home mom. I was wearing t-shirts and sweatpants, and I didn't care, I wasn't focused on myself at that time. But now my kids are a little bit older. My son's going to be 3 soon, and my daughter's 7. And, now it's time for me to focus on myself a little more. I think going back to work helped too, because I had to buy all new clothes. I had to wear professional clothes to go to a professional job. And, LuLaRoe helped with that, because now I felt good in my clothes. So, basically after that vendor event in December, I was in love with the clothes, but I wasn't really sure, I'm not a party person. I didn't want to have people over to my house and have a party or anything like that, but I wanted to buy more clothes. I would be a customer. So I found the consultant that I met in December on Facebook, and I found out that she had a VIP shopping group on Facebook that I could join. So I joined that, and she posted her inventory on there, and I bought a couple pieces, and I just watched, and I saw that people were going nuts for these clothes. I mean, Robin posts every Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, and within the first hour or two, she's already sold like 30 to 50 pieces in an hour. And I was just watching and doing some math in my head and just thinking like, wow, I could do that too. If she can do it, I can do it. I know how to use Facebook. I know how to take pictures. I know how to talk to people. So, I just kept watching her week after week and just seeing this continued increasing success that she was having every week, and knowing that she was going out and doing home parties too, and and thinking that I wanted to be a part of this, and I wanted to have this business for my own too. So I approached my husband about it, and he said, no, you're not doing that. No way. So, I didn't know what to do at that point. I kept talking to Robin, asking her questions about the business. How do you get started? What do you need to do? How much does it cost? Yeah, it's a lot. You need to spend, I would say, between $5,500 and $7,500 to get started on the right foot. And from there, even when you start selling, you need to reinvest a big portion of your profits into building up your inventory, and so you're not paying yourself all your profits right away. You have a big chunk of money in it, and he just was not going for it. He is very hesitant, cautious with a lot of things. He does not like change. He doesn't like new things. He doesn't like, flying by the seat of his pants or taking an adventure or anything like that. So it was a tough sell, but I kept at it. And he will tell you, Michelle doesn't take no for an answer. When she wants something, she will get it. And I had decided that this was for me, that I wanted to do this, and I really wanted to be successful with it and put the effort into it and do what it takes to make this a business, a real business. And he saw that. I mean, he saw me doing the research. He saw me, finding out how I could get the money, because we didn't have that. We don't have $5,000 laying around. We opened a 0% credit card that the interest rate is good for 21 months. So that's how I will purchase my initial inventory, and I will, work at paying that off. I would like to have it paid off in 6 months. I've seen people do it faster, and I've seen people do it slower. I may change my mind, if I want to put more money into building my inventory. I might stretch that out and pay it off over a longer period of time. At any rate, I have time. But, eventually he was just like, okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. And so I got the credit card, and I submitted my paperwork, and now I'm ready. And that's all I can do. I am going to make another video detailing the things that I have done so far. It's been 4 weeks. I haven't done much because I'm teaching, and teaching kindergarten takes a lot of your time and a lot of your energy, and having a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old takes a lot of time and a lot of energy too. So I haven't done a whole lot, but I am getting ready. I am fixing up, I guess you could say, our downstairs office. It's very small, but I will have a desk there. I will have a space where I can take pictures of the clothes for my VIP shopping group, and I will have room for a couple racks if I want to do a sale on Periscope, or if I want to do a Facebook Live. I can have a couple racks set up and have the clothes right there and grab from those. You don't have to have a ton of space. I mean, I've seen people literally like stack Rubbermaid totes from floor to ceiling and have, 800-900 pieces of inventory in their bedroom. It can be done. If you're passionate and you want to do it and you have a system and you can be organized, you can do it. You don't have to have, I also see people renovating their house and putting additions on, and, finishing their garage, finishing their basement. That's not me. I'm not going to put $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 into a business that hasn't even started when it's not necessary. It's not necessary to finish your basement, or to add on to your house, or to build a separate building in your backyard to hold your inventory. Do that when you're making $20,000-$30,000 a month, and you have 1,500 or 2,500 pieces in your inventory, and you need all that space. Then do it. You have the cash. You have a successful business. Reinvest in your business when you are making those kinds of profits. Don't do it when you're just digging a hole in debt, basically. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Really. So anyway, I am almost to my kids' daycare. So I'm going to end this video for now. But if you have any questions for me, feel free to type them in the comments, and or you can email me. My email is LuLaRoe@gmail.com, and I'll put that in the description of the video for you. And you can find me on Facebook, LuLaRoe Michelle Izzo, and I'm on Instagram at LuLaRoe Michelle Izzo, and I will be on Periscope at LLR Michelle Izzo. So, I hope to talk to you soon.